G'day folks, it's your old mate Bruce Liedldeich back here once again from Channel 99 Wagga Wagga, from Bonza FM and from your number one rugby league newspaper in Pommyland. Excuse me, got a little bit of a snorter hanging on there from League Weekly. Well folks, I'm pleased to tell you that the correspondence has been pouring in response to some of our past stories about how your correspondent Bruce saved the life of pretty little Sharon Davis, about the biff from our friend Willie Mason when he gets there, from little Keithy Mason, of course from Matty Orford who split the dummy at Bradford, and Joel Monaghan, a dearly beloved friend of ours who is sorely missed in these parts. Catch up on those stories on your Bonza Bruce exploits. But for today, I'd like to concentrate on the Magic Weekend, a huge talking point somewhere in Pommyland, hardly mentioned here in Oz, but being a faithful and dutiful correspondent, I've been keeping my Bonza Bruce eye on the ball. And I'm going to give you some predictions shortly about the outcomes for this weekend's action in Cardiff. First of all, a little letter from one of my fans, Martin from Brighouse, who says, "Dear Bruce, I am a huge fan." Thank you, Martin. "I was at a charity journalist function the other night, and some bar steward, I think that's someone who works in a licensed establishment, some bar steward from League Weekly, the number one newspaper, conned me into paying over £200 for a Leeds Rhino shirt. Oh, sorry, no, for an England shirt." Not much difference there, mate, because there's not a lot of currency in either. "As my new friend hero, Bruce," writes Martin, "do you think there's any chance of me recouping my money by flogging my England Guernsey on Australia's version of eBay?" Well, no. Sorry about that, Martin, but keep watching the telecast, son, and I'm sure we'll have better news for you later. Anyway, Cardiff. Big weekend, kicking off the Pommy season in style down there under the closed roof of the Welsh capital. I know Cardiff well. Beautiful place. I've got a tip for you Pommy punters about when you're laying your hard-earned money down, because as we all know, sterling at the moment, folks, is worth about as much as a roll of Aussie toilet paper. My lips are a bit dry, folks, just a little drop of Aussie Shiraz just to keep the old gargler functioning. The cork almost went back in the bottle there. Down to action. First game Saturday, Huddersfield Warrington. Warrington almost 1-2 favourites. If you've taken them off an even mark, I would always recommend this, punters. Don't be fooling about with the +2, -2, +4, -4. Go for the win and go, as we Aussies always do, for the value. You might get 4 or 6 points on Huddersfield. Leave it alone. Take the odds and go for Huddersfield to beat Warrington. First up, set down a marker for the season. Next up, Catalans and Harlequins. Cats, way strong favourites. You don't want a bet there, folks. Keep your money in your pocket. 1-3 you'll get on the Frenchmen. Christ, even Napoleon didn't have odds like that, but sure, look what happened to him. So leave it alone. Bad bet. Next up, Castleford Wakefield. Castleford also hot favourites. Hottest of the day, almost. Stay away from it again unless you want some real value, and go for John Keir and his Wakefield boys. bugger the start, you'll get 8 points, maybe even 10 on Wakefield in some quarters. But take the odds, folks, and if you're going to have a bet on this, go with the value, go with Wakefield. Closing out the Saturday action at the Millennium Stadium, St Helens, Wigan, and what a bonza game that is. This could even rival the NRL for a little bit of the old biff, you know. But St Helens, they're going to be without Leon Price. Okay, Wigan are going to be out without one or two of their boys, particularly the new Aussie imports. They'll be good come, you believe me, later in the season. But again, Wigan, bookies have them almost 2-1 odds on. If you're going to have a bet here, and I will be laying a few dollars on this one on the Sydney exchanges, and my money is going on St Helens. Brings us to the Sunday action. Crusaders Salford. Who cares? If you want to throw money away, well then throw it up in the air and see where it lands. If it lands on a pub bar and gets you a point, it's a better bet than putting it on this, because anything could happen, folks. For what it's worth, again, Salford almost 2-1 odds on. I would be betting Crusaders, but to teams we don't know enough about, leave it alone. Bradford Leeds strong favourites, 2.5-1. So I've got to tell you now, being a value man as I am, if it was down to me, I'd be having a few little quid here on the Bradford Bulls. Francis Cummins, new assistant coach to Mick Potter. Matty Diskin, good hooker, that boy, would run well on the dry tracks in the NRL, Matty. They'll have a point to prove. Look out for an upset there. And then finally, Hull Kingston Rovers. Another one. If you're from the west side of Hull, I reckon you'd be back in the Robins. And if you're from the east side of Hull, or if I got it back to front, because it's upside down to us, oh yeah. East side of Hull, the Robins. West side of Hull, the black and whites. FC, boys from the KC. And that's not Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's the Kingston Communications Fried Chicken Stadium. That's my favourites. If you want to bet, and I wouldn't be, get your money on the boys from Justin Morgan's club, Hull Kingston Rovers. So there you go, folks. That's Brucey for this week, giving you a little bit of an insight onto what I think will happen at Millennium Stadium at the big Magic kickoff this week. I'll be back after the weekend. We'll review the action. We'll look ahead to a Super League season. And for now, I'll leave you to it, folks, and we'll say ta-ra for now.
League Weekly, bringing you the world of rugby league every Monday. Number one for hard-hitting views, latest news, match coverage and in-depth analysis. All the gossip from Bondi to Batley, from West Hall to Wigan. The best writers, the game's biggest names. League Weekly, leading from the front every Monday.